kind of move away from Tool Talk and the Camaro, and we are going to go through the Harbor Freight catalog, which I just got in yesterday. It's got quite a bit of good stuff. I think a lot of you guys will enjoy this. I'll kind of go through and give my personal opinion on the stuff that I think is pretty decent quality, maybe some of the stuff you should stay away from, and then I'll even have questions for you because there's some stuff that I wanted to purchase from there that I'm not even sure about. So I would like your guys' opinion on it if any of you guys have bought these items I'm going to show you. So I hope you guys enjoy, and if you do, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below of your opinion, and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. And keep in mind, this is just my personal opinion. Everybody has their own opinion. I might have bought something from Pittsburgh and it lasted me, 2 times of use, and I might not like it. It could have just been the one that I got. Somebody else could have gotten it and it could have lasted them years with no issues. So don't get upset if I say this isn't worth purchasing and you purchased it and you think it is worth the money. It's just my own opinion of my experience with those items. So once again, hit that thumbs up if you enjoy this video, and let's get into it. Alrighty guys, so let's get into this. But before we actually open up the catalog, I want to state that sometimes these catalogs don't actually come with the coupons you're expecting, such as the 20% off coupon and your free items. But I get this separately with all my other papers. So don't worry if you don't get this, or if you end up going through this catalog, finding what you need or what you want, and then end up going to Harbor Freight and forgetting this at home. I've done this quite a few times. Don't worry. For those of you that don't know, you can go to harborfreight.com and you can find this coupon, and you just read them off the coupon number and anything else that you want, and you're good to go. So I've had to do that a couple of times, but these are some of the items this month. You get a free headlamp, or a tape measure, or a small screwdriver set. I have like 2 or 3 of these screwdriver sets. One of the tape measures, I don't have the headlamp, so maybe I'll pick that up this month and see what it's like. But on the front here, there's this 3-ton low profile jack. This is the same one that I have, and I tell you what, this thing is definitely worth it. As long as you do not misuse the jacks from Harbor Freight, such as lifting vehicles more than the intended weight, these things will last you a very long time. I've had mine over a year now, and I've had 0 problems with it. So that's one thing. They do have ammo cans for those of you that have a lot of like loose fasteners, nuts and bolts and washers and just little stuff laying around and you have nowhere to put it. Ammo cans can be very handy. Or if you just need small little storage units, these ammo cans work great, and for $4 you can't beat it. That's basically all I see on the front side. Moving in, these lights, don't even worry about getting these. You can just wait and you can actually get them for free, so don't bother. Even though they are only $3, just wait. Nothing really over here. Sorry, I'm trying to set you guys up a little bit better. So this isn't bad for a trailer. Obviously I don't have one, but if you're doing any like lawn service or anything like that, I have heard these are pretty damn decent quality and you can build it how you want it. So that's really not a bad purchase right there. This set of 301 piece Master Mechanics tool set, it's not going to be, the best set in the world, but if you don't have a lot of money starting off and you just have common jobs that you need to get done, say you're starting off as a lube tech or whatever, these sets will definitely work. Obviously later on down the road you're going to want to upgrade, but this set will include a majority of the tools that you will need. This infrared thermometer, if you watched my video on my thermometer, I paid $15 for it, and it does have many more features than this one. And this one's on sale for $19.99, they're usually 30. So I would just suggest looking the infrared thermometer up online and getting it off of eBay or Amazon. The foldable shop crane or cherry picker, I believe this is the 2-ton, 1-ton. It's 2,000 pound capacity, but it is on sale for $129. I got my 2-ton one for I think $159 on sale. So either way, these cherry pickers are very handy and they work very well. So I would suggest those, as well as these. If you're moving anything around, this makes it a lot easier. Like when I pulled my transmission out, I just set the transmission right on here and moved it around on the floor. And for $12, you can get this one. They have many others in here as well. I'll show you. Moving right along, you can't really beat this deal. Mechanics gloves for $4. They're the cloth ones. They also have others in here. I've heard good things about the welding helmets. I don't do really any welding, so not too sure. I have heard good things though. The stepper bits, I bought the single stepper bit. I've yet to test it out, so I will get back to you guys on that. If anybody's used these before, let me know how they are. The digital calipers are actually pretty damn accurate, especially for only having to pay $10. They're originally $20, but you can get them on sale for $10. These 6-ton heavy duty jack stands, that is a steal. $35, I would definitely get that. I paid about, I think, almost $30 for my 3-ton ones, so yes. I would not suggest getting any cordless tools from Harbor Freight if you're using them on the daily. Maybe for do-it-yourselfers, but for $100 on sale, you might as well just go to your Home Depot or Lowe's and spend an extra $50 and get a good name brand cordless tool. Here at the bottom we have a 1/2-inch breaker bar, and a breaker bar is a breaker bar, man. These actually work really good. They do tend to bend just a little bit more than your name brand ones, but they will definitely get the job done, especially for $9. Can you really beat that? Here we have just your air hose, and for $30, that's a damn good deal for 50 feet. Wouldn't really suggest their pliers if you're working a lot. They're decent, but I would just suggest spending a little bit more money. Then you have their toolboxes, and maybe not for those people that have been in the automotive field for 15-20 years. They probably wouldn't purchase these for work, but definitely do-it-yourselfers, and if you're new to the automotive field, these are great boxes. If you've just went into Harbor Freight and just played around with them, understand that those boxes do get beat up pretty badly with everybody just coming in. They don't care because it's not their box, and they're actually pretty decent quality. And for these prices, $6.99, that's a really good deal. If I wouldn't get my Husky 60-inch workbench, I would probably definitely get one of these to start out with and then work my way up from there. This way I could fill this box with good tools and not be in debt with a few $1,000 toolbox. This isn't bad. For $11.99 you get the 72-inch US General. I do believe they have better sales on these, so you might want to stick around or just wait it out and see if these go on sale anymore. And then the famous 5-drawer service cart. These things are absolutely amazing. You're definitely getting your money's worth. This one's on sale for what, $179. They are down to I think $149 or $159 if you just wait, because these are definitely worth the money. These are pretty damn good quality, and a lot of professionals use them. So whether you're a do-it-yourselfer or a professional, I would recommend one of these. The 4-drawer one, I wouldn't suggest as much. It's not as of quality as the 5-drawer one, and plus it's on sale for $150. That's what you can get this one for. So you might as well just wait it out. If you do want this one, it does go on sale for $99. And then down here at the bottom, we have the paper towel holder and glove holder. You can also get aerosol can holder and screwdriver holders, and they're all around $10 to $15. So I would definitely pick those up. I have the towel holder and it works great. The magnets on the back are rubberized, so it's not going to be scratching the crap out of your box or anything like that. I wouldn't really recommend any of their metal little carts. Maybe their Rubbermaid one. That's not decent, but that is a little bit high when you can get this entire service cart for about the same price. Moving on, over here you have impact sockets. If you're just starting out, they are just fine. Pittsburgh impact sockets work just fine. If you crack one, no big deal. Go get it swapped out. They're not going to give you any troubles or anything. They're pretty damn good about it. So for this price, that's a damn good deal for their impact sockets. The adapters are a good deal. What are they? $5. I would not recommend any of their universal, whether it be impact or chrome. They tend to fall apart all the time. So I wouldn't even bother wasting your money. The extensions for the impacts are good. $8, $8 to $10, that's not bad at all. Then you have the infamous Earthquake XT that they, advertise as being better than the Snap-on. You get it for $150 compared to the Snap-on $505. And granted, if you do get this, and it does go bad, you can replace it, 3, 4, 5 times before you end up spending this amount. But if you're going through it, you might as well have just bought the Snap-on one in the first place. But as far as power, they are almost equally, in power. I have watched a lot of reviews on them. The Earthquake XT does sound quite a bit different, and even though they can take off roughly the same bolts, the Snap-on is much faster at it. You get a rusty old lug nut that's just on there, really tight. They're both probably going to be able to get it off, but the Snap-on will do it much faster. But if you're just starting and you can't afford a $500 pneumatic impact, you won't be disappointed with the Earthquake XT. It is a good impact, and then maybe later on down the road you can upgrade. But that's it. I wouldn't really suggest any of their others. I don't personally own them, but I haven't heard any good things about them. Not too sure. I've heard some people talk about, they're really cheap, but some people say they literally lasted them, 2 times of using them and then they broke. And then some people I've heard say they've lasted over 7 years. So it might just be somebody's luck or somebody's unlucky to get, a poorly made one. But I'll leave that decision up to you guys. I already pointed out this air hose for $35. I actually think it was on sale for cheaper than that in the front. But that's a pretty damn good deal. The Mechanic Man 92 said he wouldn't really suggest any of the paint guns. I don't know crap about painting, so that's really up to you guys. Maybe if you're just, like doing workbenches and stuff like that, staining or something like that, maybe it will work good, but obviously not in the professional field. I'm not really going to get into that. This is a pretty good deal. It's a $15 flip socket set. That doesn't seem too bad to me. Moving right along. Not really going to go over much of this stuff. Alright, so on to their ratchets. I wouldn't recommend this ratchet. It's the extendable one. Let's see if I can get you guys closer. It's the extendable one that has the 1/4 inch drive on one side and 3/8 on the other. Not that the extension is the problem, I just don't like how it has both sizes on each side. That just seems really bulky to me. As far as any of the other ratchets, they do seem to work pretty damn good, especially for a do-it-yourselfer. Maybe not in the professional field, but overall they're decent ratchets. The extensions, never had a problem with any of them. I use them all the time and they work great. As far as these, I'll leave it up to you guys. These are just adapters. I haven't had a problem. I do have a set of these, and for $5, that's not bad. Like I stated before, don't even bother wasting your money. I know it's only $7, but these tend to fall apart all the time. Breaker bar, 20 bucks, can't beat it. These are actually pretty damn good breaker bars. Pass-through socket set, if you've watched my previous videos, you know how I feel about this. I think it's a pretty damn good set, especially for $20. Don't waste your money with their sockets. Just, if you get like their bigger tool kits, like that 301 piece, that's not bad, but don't go wasting your money on their individual sets. Just go buy yourself some quality sockets. Especially, I think, like, their deep wells are like 6-point, and I've actually bought a set of these, and they're 12-point, and they're absolutely garbage. If you go through these all the time, and you have like snap-on, then maybe you could buy yourself a cheap set of these and just keep replacing them instead of having to destroy your snap-on ones all the time. But it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter what brand these bit sockets are. They all tend to have a problem because people like to put them on impacts. But you guys know how I feel about this screwdriver set as well. I hate it. I hate that screwdriver set. I have it and it is garbage. These nut drivers don't seem too bad. I didn't purchase them, but I have seen them quite a few times. Every time I go into Harbor Freight, I'll look at them, but I don't find myself really needing a drawer full of nut drivers because I already have that DeWalt nut driver set that I can just interchange the bits on the top. Their vice grips, don't even bother. They're garbage. Their pliers aren't terrible, but if you're going to be using them every day, go get yourself a quality set. I have it here for home, and they will rust on you, and you guys know how well I take care of my tools. It doesn't matter how much you take care of these, they will eventually just go bad on you. But if you're just a do-it-yourselfer and you just need some cheap tools for around the house or something like that, then that's okay. This is their three-piece, their three-piece socket tray organizers. And I would recommend these. These are great. They don't have the, what do you want to call them? The part that actually holds the socket. You know, some of them have that long piece of plastic that stands up, and they tend to be really flimsy. Well, these only stand up about this tall, and it's cut to a square, so the socket sits on there very nicely, doesn't rotate or anything, and you don't have to worry about breaking them. They're also extremely low profile. What I mean by that is my Ernst socket boss rail. The rails sit up about, this high, whereas these sit basically flush with the bottom of the drawer. If it's not up, just a tiny bit. So if you have smaller drawers and you're trying to fit deep well sockets in there, this is about as short as you're gonna get, but I am really happy with these. As far as their wrenches, I wouldn't necessarily suggest them if you're a everyday type of person. The tolerances on the open end of the wrenches are not good at all. They're pretty damn loose. They will round off fasteners. But if you're in a situation where you need those specialty wrenches where you need a big size, like a 24 millimeter or something like that, and you need a short one, well, these would be probably the ones I would buy, and I would just chop them in half, because for 25 bucks, that's what I would use them for. I have heard mixed feelings about the ratcheting wrenches. I haven't personally owned any, so I don't know. Their dead blows, they do go bad, but what dead blow doesn't? They do tend to swell and crack and everything, but you know, for these prices, you can't beat it. Just go replace it. Their clamps, as you can see, this one's $2. I have 2 of these, and one of them took a crap like the day I got it. The locking feature doesn't really work. Sometimes I can get it to clamp, and sometimes it's just really loose. Their tin snips are pretty decent. Their tape measures, don't even bother paying for them. You're gonna be able to get them free, just like I showed you here. So save yourself a couple dollars. And the digital calipers, I already told you about those. Those are accurate enough to be using. I am pretty damn happy with those. Wouldn't suggest their pry bars or files or anything like that. Spend a little bit more money and get yourself something that's gonna last and it's not gonna bend or break. That clamps I already told you about. I think I skipped a page, guys. Yes. Their tap and die sets, don't waste your money. Put your money into a good tap and die set. Because if you're already in the need of a tap and die set, you're probably pretty frustrated, and the last thing you want is a crappy tap and die set to piss you off even more. I've heard mixed things about the ball joint service kit as well. I heard these tend to bend and crack the actual C clamp part of it. But let me know what you guys think about that. Bearing and race set, you can get these for cheaper. They're all made out of the same thing. They're all just machine little pieces of aluminum or metal. So you could probably get a set for like 25 bucks. Brake bleeder. These are actually great for do-it-yourselfers. This is what I have at home and it works great. That'll save you some time and save you from asking somebody to help you. If you're in the professional environment, I would suggest getting, you know, a vacuum or a pressurized one or a vacuum operated one. I'll show you what I mean in just a second. I already talked to you guys about the cherry picker. The engine stands, those are great. I have this exact same one and it's been holding my engine for like 5 months now. I wish it was already off of it and in the car, but I'm not that lucky. These jump starters don't seem too bad. I know a couple people that have them. I don't have one, but I am looking at investing in one. $50, that's not bad at all. Some people will pay for a unit almost identical to this. They'll pay around $150. I wouldn't suggest this load tester. If you're gonna get a tester, just go ahead and get a digital one. It'll save your battery. Torque sticks, that's one thing I want to ask you guys about. How are their torque sticks? I believe I've heard people say that they've shattered these before. Some people, you know, love these. I really want a set of torque sticks, but I'm wondering, is this set worth it? Don't bother with their voltmeter. These are garbage. Sometimes you'll get them for free, but I wouldn't even use them anyways. I'm not gonna trust my life with that cheap thing. Moving on, this Mighty Vac manual fluid extractor, that's a good item. For $90, you could go get an actual Mighty Vac for around $100, $150, so that's up to you guys. Bungee cords are always handy to have, especially if you're working on a lot of brakes. You can use bungee cords, you know, well, for basically everything, but to hold calipers and stuff, just to keep them from dangling on the brake line. Bungee cords again, $7, $4 down here. Wheel chocks, why the hell not? That's just something that'll save your life, and for $8 you can't beat it. I definitely need to invest in these because using blocks of wood isn't bad, but right now I have 2 jack stands in front of my tires and 2 pieces of wood behind it while I have my rear end jacked up. So I will be investing in a couple wheel chocks. This is just their security stuff and all that. These tripod lights aren't bad at all. I have, I think mine is from Lowe's or Home Depot, but it's the exact same design and basically the same price. So these lights are really handy to have. Then here's that underhood light. This one has it as 37, but you can get them on sale at $30. That's that underhood light with the magnetic ends, and it's got little hooks on the end, everything like that. And that light is just absolutely amazing. I think I got mine for like $27 because it was on sale for $29 and I had the 20% off. So this little extension cord, it's a triple outlet right here. It's like a foot or two long, the cord, but it is extremely heavy duty, and I have one here at home, and I love it. These are those little scooters or whatever you want to call it, dollies. They got wood ones and plastic ones, a couple different styles. They're all pretty damn good. I think their weight's like 300 pounds or so. 1,000 pounds, 200 pounds. It all depends on which one you get. They're all roughly in the same price range. So those are always good if you tend to be moving stuff around your shop a lot. The wire brushes, or the brush kit, I should say. This comes with like a nylon, a brass, and a steel. Great deal, $2. I always buy a couple sets of these because I tend to clean a lot of stuff, and I go through them quite often, but they're really good, so I always buy myself some. Welding helmets, I already stated. I'm not too sure because I'm not a welder, but I have heard good things about these. So I'll let you guys decide on that. I'm not going to go into all the welders and stuff like that because I don't really know about that. I welded in high school. That was almost 10 years ago. I haven't done it since. Their solder that they have down here, that's $3. Don't even bother. I bought some cheap solder once. It wasn't the Harbor Freight one, but it wouldn't solder for crap. It just splattered everywhere. I couldn't get it to work. So I always stay away from cheap solder. I don't care. I'm gonna find some good solder. What else do we got here? It's all gardening stuff and all that good stuff. Gloves. So here's more of your mechanics gloves. These are actually pretty damn nice. They have the cushioned grips on your knuckles and everything down the fingers. And these are actually pretty damn good gloves for 15 bucks. They will last you quite a while. As far as their nitrile gloves, I would suggest just the 9mm. I have the 7mm, which are decent. They rip every once in a while, but these just don't even bother you. I bought a box of these. As soon as I put them on, I ended up ripping them. They suck. So I would just, spend a couple more dollars and get the heavy duty one. They're drill bits, do-it-yourselfers. It's not bad if you're doing like drywall or small woodwork and stuff like that, but if you're using these every day, just go buy yourself like some Milwaukee ones. They tend to have some really good bits. But as far as a professional, I wouldn't suggest putting your money into these. I already told you how I feel about their cordless tools. You might as well just, spend the extra $50 or whatever and get a good name brand. So this set isn't bad for a do-it-yourselfer, but everything else, if you're gonna buy a set like this, you might as well pay the extra $60 and get a name brand like DeWalt or Makita or Milwaukee, something like that. These brush kits, I do like their wire brushes for drills and stuff. These work great. I have a set of those. I've bought 2, and they're awesome. Sandpaper, stay away from the sandpaper at Harbor Freight. It just tends to fall apart right away. Their Dremel set, I'm not sure if anybody owns this set. Let me know how it is. I have a Wen Dremel that is almost an identical set to this, and I absolutely love my Wen Dremel. So if anybody has this, let me know if it's pretty decent or not. I think that's about it, guys. And then, like I told you before, this 4-drawer one does go on sale for $99. So if this is what you're looking for, definitely get it at $99. Don't spend $150 on it because that's what you can get the better one for. YouTubers. So that was my opinion on the Harbor Freight catalog. I hope a lot of you guys don't get upset that I was calling some of it crap, and some of it I would definitely suggest. This is my own personal opinion. Some of you guys could have a completely different experience with some of these items. So, but I hope you guys got a good look at what Harbor Freight kind of carries if you've never been to a Harbor Freight and you're considering going to one. If you're a do-it-yourselfer, I guarantee you, you're gonna love this store. If you're a professional, you might have mixed feelings. Like me, I'm sure a lot of other professionals have their own tools for home and work. They don't constantly move their stuff back and forth whenever they need it at whichever place. And I'm sure a lot of mechanics can agree. These are decent tools for at home, and maybe once in a while you'll come across that item that really surprises you and you find out that you would use it in the work environment. And then there's some people that just hate Harbor Freight altogether. But I don't judge. I always tend to find pretty decent deals in lots of different places. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, hit that thumbs up, leave a comment down below of what you thought. And as always, subscribe if you're not subscribed.